Buddy, how are you today? Today we're going to talk about how Nehemiah built his dream team so that he can get that wall built. And we're going to show you how to build your dream team so you can get that business built. My name is Cathy McReynolds. And if you desire to build a business or you currently have one, and you know the importance of including biblical principles with that, then you're at the right place. So do me a favor, go ahead and hit that share button. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Let's get this shared out. Let me know where you are tuning in from. And also, guys, let me know what type of business you have and what type of business that you have, or what type of business do you want to have. We're here each and every Thursday, so I want to welcome you guys out. And if you do me a favor, go ahead and share so that we can get the message out to other people. And so today, y'all, we're going to talk about the importance of building a team. And I'm going to give you like 3 unique ways that you can build a team that most people don't even do. But if you follow these and if you add these to what you're doing, I promise you it will help you to grow your team and to build that team. And you need a team. You need a team to get that dream going. If you want to make your dream come true, you can't do it by yourself. It's important to have a team. And it's also important for you guys to do me a favor and go ahead and hit that share button like I am doing right now so that we can get this out to some other people. I got one more person to share it with, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So let me know where you are tuning in from, if this is your first time joining us, or if you're here each and every Thursday. We would greatly appreciate it. If you have questions and comments as we're going through this, make sure you go ahead and put those in the comments. If we don't get it and answer your questions while we're going through the live, we will definitely make sure that we do that. You also want to grab your show notes. Grab your show notes so that you can take notes while we are going through the live broadcast so that we can help you to learn more. Because when you learn more, you earn more. So y'all ready to do this? Let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to flip over to the other page here so that we could get everything started. Let's see. All right, we are right here. So today, guys, welcome out again. If this is your first time tuning out, say hello so we can say hello back to you. Again, my name is Cathy McReynolds, and we're going to talk today about how to seek support like Nehemiah to build your dream business. And this is Bible Business Academy. So we're glad that you're joining us live. Today, we're talking from Nehemiah 2:7. It says, I also said to him, if it pleases the king, may I have letters to the governors of Trans-Euphrates so that they will provide me safe conduct until I arrive in Judah. So as you notice there, he's already planned everything. So now he knows who he needs to solicit the help of. And that's what we're going to talk to you today about, how to seek support like Nehemiah did when he was building the wall. And you want to do the same thing when you're building your dream business. And I'm going to share with you 3 unique ways to seek support. You can seek support in so many different ways, guys. But one of the things that we're going to share with you is some unique ways that maybe you hadn't even heard of. So you want to make sure you stick around for the entire broadcast. Before you reach out to people, before you get started, before you start reaching out for help, you want to do these things first. Number one, you want to have a clear plan in place. Like, what is it that you want to do? You want to make sure that you know your business model. You know exactly what you want to do. You also want to know your audience, because it makes no sense to reach out to the wrong people. You want to reach out to the right people. So it's important to know your audience. Also, in terms of who will be best to help you know the mission and the goal. You want to make sure that your mission is ultra clear. And I'm going to share that with you in a second. And then have a clear message, your message. And it takes time to develop that message. If you're not a speaker like myself, maybe your words don't come out all correct all the time, but as long as you keep practicing, as long as you keep God first, he will help you with that part. And then you also want to have a tracking system. Even Jesus talked about that. He said, You know, who are you with go build a, say you're going to build a tower and you have no way of counting the cost. You didn't count the cost. You didn't track anything. They're going to laugh at you. You're not going to be able to finish it. So these are things that are important to, before you start reaching out, you want to make sure all of the areas are done. You got to have a clear vision. So in order to show you what a clear vision looks like, I'm going to show you one that we have for Bible Business Academy. So if you look here on our vision, we have the online marketing, online entrepreneurship academy. That's what you guys are watching here now. So on there, we have the information marketing, the creator consultant, the send, enrichment, monthly memberships, and sales and marketing. So these are all the different academies that we offer online. We also have different products. We have apparels and accessories. We have shirts. We have, masks. We have, you name it, we got it. And we have it with water bottles, mugs, different things like that we give away, that we sell. So that's part of our product line. We also are looking, let me go up here to the faith and biblical principles. That's part of what we're doing. So we're going to have an app. That's something that we're working on. We're going to have retreats, and we also are going to have small groups. So as you see, I'm sharing this with you because this is our game plan. Now, if you don't have one and then you're like, wow, we got to do all of that. Yeah, we help you with that. You can actually go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com, or you can shoot us a message if you want to be able to build your business, or maybe you have one and you don't even have a plan in place that can help you. On our offline, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to open up offline academies. And on those offline academies, I call those our tech and trade entrepreneurship academies. That's where we're going to do offline boot camps and classes, marketing and sales training, recording. We're going to have apprenticeship, young adults, entrepreneur academy for the young kids, financial advisory training skills. We're also going to do high-tech sales, like teaching people how to do sales, and all of that so that we can create a community where we're helping people do free classes with debt and financial education, home ownership, job placement, and drug rehab and skill development. So you see, when I'm going out and I'm starting to look for people to help us build this dream, I know that I can just share with them this based on their experience, and then we can say, okay, we have a territory manager that's in charge of the online, we have someone in charge of products, community, our offline tech, and our faith and biblical, and then from there we'll have like many teams that go underneath there. So you want to make sure that you have that vision clear. This vision is very clear. We know exactly what we're going to accomplish. Now what we're doing is bringing all the people in. And even in Nehemiah, he talked about, before, when God gave him his vision, before he put it out to the public and start to tell people about it, he was quiet about it for a while, and then he took the time to make sure that he had certain things in place before he even moved on. And that's so important, guys, for you to have that. I'm going to share Nehemiah 2:7-9. He said, I also said to him, and I want you to pay special attention to the things that I have underlined, because this is how he took action and how you want to take action. He said, if it pleases the king, I have letters to the governors of the Trans-Euphrates, if I'm saying that right, y'all, so they will provide me with safe conduct. So he knew that he needed a letter, and he knew he needed safe conduct. What do you need in your business? You want to be ultra clear and specific in your business on exactly what you need. He said, until I arrive in Judah, and may I have a letter to Asaph, keeper of the royal park, so he will give me timber. So he had another person. So when if you guys go back, and if you saw last week's message, you definitely, I think it was like 7 things that Nehemiah did before he built the business. You want to make sure that you go back and check that out, because a lot of the other stuff is covered in there. But he also knew who else he needed to have a letter from. And so who else do you need to talk to make the beams of the gates of the citadel by the temple, and for the city wall, and for the residence I will occupy? And because the gracious hand of God was on me, the king granted my request. So if God says, if you just keep him first, if he is the first part and the reason for your season, and the reason why you're going to do everything, glory that you're going to get, he promised you that everything that you do will have success. And so you got to believe that. And when you believe that, and you have the plan in place, and you're taking action, and you sought counsel, things will work out for you. And number 9 says, so when I went to the governors of the Trans-Euphrates and gave them the king's letter, the king had also sent army officers and cavalry with me. See, that's the beauty of God. When you follow his word, when you do what he tells you to do, you're going to think of stuff, but also he's going to speak to the heart of other people that you hadn't even thought about, and he will do those things for you. So that's the beauty of it. So guys, I just want to share a little bit about me in case you're new, you're brand new, and you're catching this for the first time. If you've seen it before, or you follow me, then it's just a replay for you. But I am from Akron. I always say I grew up shy, sheltered, and in church basically 6 days a week. My mom was a minister. My dad was a football coach. So you can see where we got that leadership and that love of God from. I left home at 19, lived in DC, Baltimore, Boston, and Pittsburgh. Do I have any DC, Baltimore, Boston, and Pittsburgh people in here? If so, say hello. So I know you're out there. I call myself the college dropout, but I turn a student of success. I'm always reading, always going to trainings. I'm always seeking wise counsel, and you should do the same thing. Just an introvert who loved to win. You don't have to title yourself if you're going to believe the title, but no matter if you're quiet or shy or you're outgoing, you can win if you just go to God. Not perfect, but an action taker, auntie to many. International coach and trainer, licensed financial advisor, business owner. Guys, I've made and lost money in a couple of businesses, made and lost 6-figure in a couple of businesses. I've been a business owner for 25 years. So let me tell you, I've seen a lot, did a lot, had a lot of disappointments, a lot of excitements, and nowhere where I want to be. So no matter where you're at in that spectrum, you can make it happen. And as an online business strategist now, my goal is to help people transform their lives. But first of all, helping them turn to God and decide that this is where they want to stay for the rest of their life, like I did when I decided that I was going to build this business and go to that next level. So I'm going to share with you guys 3 ways to seek support. Like, you got to have 3 of them, and they're unique. This is like something that you really don't hear out here, but we're going to talk about 3 unique ways that you want to seek support, just like Nehemiah did. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is your ideal candidate letter. It's called the ideal candidate letter. If you see here, I actually have a live copy of one right here in my hand, and you also see the one there. So here is a unique way when you want to hire a sales team, or hire a copywriter, or hire someone who will do your videography, whatever it is. You can just put together a unique letter sharing some of the skills that they need to have, and that person that you want to hire. And I'm going to share with you how you want to get that out. And then on the back of that, never waste the back of a paper. Like, anytime you print something out, always find something to print on the back. Paper costs, ink is inexpensive. So make sure you put that on here. We're looking for salespeople. So we want people on my iFit Studio business. It's a non-invasive business. We want salespeople. So on the back, I just give them a little 1-pager of our industry report that we have, so that they can learn a little bit about the industry. So always put something on the back of it. So Nehemiah had a letter, and IceFit Studio, Bible Business Academy, all of us, we have letters too. So let me just share with you some of the things that are in this letter. We have the 5 characteristics of teams, intent on success. We talk about we're looking for people with determination, firmness, purpose, persistent, constantly doing things, tenacity, perseverance, patience. Like to us, at IceFit Studio, those are the 5 characteristics of a team intent on success. You got to surround yourself by people who are intent on making things happen. And then we also call it the next level up. This is the road to achievement, and it takes time to get there, and people realize that, but they don't give up. So that's the type of person that we're looking for. That person who knows they still have goals, they want to make things happen, and they don't give up. So if I put down my characteristics, and you can screenshot these, guys, and you know what, utilize some of these on here if they make sense for your business, or create your own. But this is just a framework for you to be able to get that done. So for example, on our next level up, we want servant leaders, people who love others, people who have faith. So no matter what business I'm in, I'm always, sharing my faith, sharing how we love God, how we want to help people to understand and get to the kingdom and change their life. Also, we want people with personal integrity, intelligence, vision, mission, goals, success, self-discipline, good work, organization, goal-oriented, positive, high esteem, industry, understand they don't have to be in this industry, but they've got to want to learn the industry. We want students. Anyone who comes to work with us, we want students. What's important for your business? That's what you have to decide. What type of person do you want? Student to win in the game. I'm always, especially over the last, probably pretty much all of my career, because I've been in management training, the 10 years that I worked for someone, and then the 25 years that I've been a business owner, I've always had a part where I'm training and developing people. So it's important to me to always have a student. That's the gift that God gave me, that gift of training, teaching, and encouraging. And we also talked about building successful teams, seasons, and players. So that's what we're looking for. The client market share oriented. They're about the client. They're a team player. They're independent and yet supportive. We want someone that we don't have to look over their shoulder or be there with them all the time. We want independent people. That's why we have 1099 people who are working on our sales team, because we want them to go out there and like they're having a business with inside of a business, that they are assertive, they're social, they're able to communicate with people. Even if you're shy, I go out to different network events and I may be shy, but I'm going to smile and talk to someone. And even if that person, or you're sitting there and you're looking at that like, that's not me, guess what? You can learn that. That's the important part of that skill. They're professional. So as you can see, this is our unique sales letter. We call this our ideal candidate letter. It also has our phone number on it, and it has a little bit about our company, our logo, and all of that up top. So those are the same things that you can do with your letter. Now, when you're looking at your letter, the only way to grow, and you're looking at growing your team, the only way for you to grow is to find people in quantity and quality. So it's not like you can give this out to 1 or 2 people, or talk to 1 or 2 people and it's going to happen, unless you got that extra ounce of favor on you. You want people who look like your profile. So part of your planning, you should sit down and literally write out, what does your sales team look like? What does your videographer team look like? What does your marketing team look like? What does your customer service team? You should have all of that pre-planned out. So when you're out, when you're in your neighborhood, when you're in a sports activity, a church, shopping, you're online, whatever the case is, you can put this out there. You probably have seen where I've dropped this out and say, hey, we're looking for people. You can look to apply. And you also want to offer bonuses and incentives. Like if somebody recommends somebody to IceFit Studio, we actually have a $10,000 bonus that we give out to people. Now that's not paid at one time. We pay it out over time, but that's an amazing bonus to put out there for us to find the right quality person. So if that person is one who's out there and they're sharing this and they're passing it out and they're finding people, they got that in their mind, like, man, I get $10,000 if they get the right person and then they actually do sales. So that's a unique way to get the right type of support. And when we have these letters out there, what we do, y'all, is there's scripts. There's an indirect approach and a direct approach. So I'm going to share the indirect approach. So you may be out having lunch. You may be out, just leaving church or out at a friend's house or whatever you're doing. You're doing your day-to-day life and you run across someone who maybe has great service, or you're talking to someone and they say, oh, I know somebody. So here you can take a screenshot of this. Here's an indirect approach that you want to use for people. And it says, I have an incredible vision for my company. We have a blast doing it. And I'm looking for people who look like this. And then what you want to do, as soon as you say that, you just hand that over to them. You just hand that over to them and make sure that they're that kind of person. And you know what, guys? I literally forgot to make sure that you can hear me. So let me make sure that you can hear me as we're talking here. Okay. Yes, you can. So always do that up front, but I didn't, so I'm doing it now. So let me start back with that indirect approach script. It says, I have an incredible vision for my company. We have a blast doing it, and I'm looking for people who like this, hand them this. And I don't care what industry they come from, but if you know anybody that fits that profile, I'll be eternally grateful. So if somebody said that to you, that you would be okay with that, and then they're going to take it and they're looking at it while you're talking and says, oh, someone is a determined, persistent, tenacity, perseverance, patience. Oh yeah, that sounds like me, or I know somebody like this. So you should be giving these out all the time. So that's a way for you to get people to seek help, just like Nehemiah did. So let's talk about that indirect approach. It says, the direct approach. I ask you, so before you get here, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and inform them. Inform is like, where are you from? What's your occupation, recreation, money, motivation? Not going in that today, but let me share the script. It says, I'll give you an example. I asked you if you are open to creating additional income, and you said absolutely, that you're looking to grow your business and your life because you had different things that you wanted to accomplish. You wanted to travel, you wanted to buy a new house, you wanted to save money for a vacation, whatever it is they told you. And then you can say, you seem to have an appetite to make more money. And I'm thinking, gosh, you look like this profile. Again, you have the profile in your hand. That's when you pick it up. Take a look at it today, tonight, tomorrow, whatever works for you. So you see how I said, take a look at it today, tonight, tomorrow. So it's not like, hey, I need somebody. Can you do this right now? You don't want to be greedy, right? You don't want to be needy. You don't want to you don't want to be needy. You don't want to need someone. You want to find the right person. But if you think that you would be open to making a six-figure income, and you feel that you're the kind of person that we might be looking for based on, because you got another one, what you see here. So you can say, based on what you see here, my info is on the profile. You can contact me at your leisure, or we can set up a time to chat. So you're going to have, this is just a generic one. So down here, you should have your name and your phone number, a way for them to directly get in contact with you so that they can contact you. And then you can end it with, I tell you what, if we get together, our company is so spectacular. Like, you can't even say the word spectacular without smiling. And the culture is amazing. You'll likely love it. It's not like work at all. And we have a rewarding time, but most importantly, it will be financially rewarding to you. You'll have a career for life if that's what you're looking for. Man, if you met someone and they're talking to you like that, and they're giving you this unique letter, and they're saying that, hey, you remind me of this amazing person that I have on here, wouldn't you be intrigued? Wouldn't you be excited? So you can take this and utilize this in your business so that you can get more people to join your team and to change your life. Now, with that being said, guys, I want you to expect challenges. No dream team is built without challenges. Nothing in life is built without challenges. Now, when we look at Nehemiah 2:10, it says, now when Sanballat and Tobiah heard I was coming to assist the welfare of the Jews in Jerusalem, they became very upset and disturbed. You're going to get people who are upset, disturbed because you're building a business. Why? It could be because they're jealous. It could be because they don't want to work, so they don't want you to work. It could be because you have an idea and you're actually implementing and they're not doing it. I don't know the reason why. There's so many reasons why you're going to have haters out there, but just like Nehemiah did, I want you to know it's just part of the process, but God got you and you don't have to worry about it. So I hope tip number one, the way number one to get people made sense to you guys, and you can go out there and you can begin to implement this yourself. Or if you need our help, make sure you go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com, or you can reach out to us directly. So let's talk about way number two. This is unique way number two in order for you to solicit help. And that's video request ad. That's a unique way, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to create a YouTube video about your company and the position. So that video is just you saying, hey guys, this is Cathy McReynolds with a Bible Business Academy, and we are on a major expansion. We're looking to help people, use biblical principles to grow a business. You could say whatever it is. So we have, a script to help you be able to say the right thing and do the right thing, but you can do a YouTube video on that. And then here's the unique part about it. You want to request back a 30-second video be sent by them to tell you why you should hire them. Why do you want to do this? Number one, it's going to save you time. Save you time. Only if you want to grow something big, you need people who are bold and courageous, just like the word says. And only bold and courageous people are going to take a camera, put it up in front of their face or the phone and shoot a 30-second video and send it out. That's someone with confidence. And so if you're looking to build something and do something extraordinary, you need people who are confident, who are willing to do what most want. So if they send you a video, they've already separated themselves from 98% of the people out there, and that's who you're looking for. So that's why you want to ask people to do something that's different. Most people say, hey, send me your resume. No, send me a 30-second video so I can see you, feel you. I want to know your energy. I want to, see how excited you are, how bold you are. If you follow instructions, and then you can separate yourself from the masses when you do this for your business. So that's a unique way. I'm going to play this one real quick so that you can hear this. So you saw that you could put this on the front of your YouTube video, and it says hiring superstars. Hiring superstars. iSpit Studio is hiring for every position. Send 30-second video and bio to careers@iSpitstudio.com. IFS, whatever it is, we're going to help you to create that. Like, who does that? Like, who has videos out there that share with what they do, how they're doing it, telling people what they want? When you have things like this out there, it separates you from everyone else. And that's how you get the best. You want to get high performers, people who are ready to go to that next level. So that means your dream is going to go to that next level, and you want to make that happen. So that was tip number 2. And then the last one we're going to share with you guys, we call this number 3, is the lumpy letter. The lumpy letter, and it's lumpy, and I'll show you why in a second. But here's what you want to do. You want to make a list of 100 people in your niche who can help you, right? Or who you need help from. I call this the bonus one, because you can utilize this to either get people to help you, or or you can use it to solicit clients. You want to send out a 3 lumpy letter sequence. And in some cases, if you have to send it out and it's in an envelope, you want to make sure you handwrite the envelope, because when you handwrite, like I just got in the mail today, I'm always saving stuff in mail, but you see how like this makes me pay more attention to things that I get in the mail instead of things like this, right? Things like this, like, they come all the time. But when you see something that's handwritten, you automatically like, oh, what's that? You gravitate to it. So that's an example of a handwritten letter or an envelope that you use. And then you want to make sure that you have a follow-up phone call, text, and email system and keep records. I cannot stress enough that you must keep records on everything that you do. So this is what we do in the lumpy mail system. We send out these 3 items right here. And here's an example of that actual bank bag. And as you can see, all you got to do is just put a label right on it and put your stamp right on that bag. So I'll give you an example. When you're doing this, these 3 items that I'm showing you here, the bank bag, the message in the bottle, and the trash can, these are 3 items that simply must be on top of the customer stack of mail. So if you go to your mailbox, my mailbox is at the end of the street of my driveway, so I got to walk out there to my mailbox. So if I go out there and I got like I had this in the mail to me, I'm like, what is this? This is a bank bag? Like somebody sending me money? See how unique that is? And all you do is attach an address label to it, and then you just drop it in the mail. People are going to open that. It is separating you. It is putting you out there, and people are like, oh my God, like, how'd you do that? Can I do that? What do I need? Like, they're going to open it and they're going to read your stuff. That's the very first thing in marketing. You want people to open up and read your stuff, right? So let me give you an example of when you send out this bank bag. Here's what you can say. Here's a sample letter, just the first part of it. It says, finally, an offer you can put right in the bank. I guarantee you, we will find new creative ways to increase your profits with direct response marketing, or I'll pay you $50 in cash. Dear, and then you have, dear Karen, on a beautiful late afternoon, 21 years ago, 2 young men graduated from the same college. They were very much alike. Both had better than average student. Both had been better than average student. Both were creative, and both, as young college grads, were filled with ambitious dreams of the future. Now, if you got that inside of there was that letter and you started to read that letter, wouldn't you keep reading? Wouldn't you be curious? See, curiosity, need, and greed is what gets people to pay attention, and you want to stand out. You don't want to blend in, and those are some of the things that we help you with. The next thing that you're going to get is the message in the bottle, not the actual message, but in the bottle. I'm waiting on those to come in. So the message in the bottle can map out the hidden profits in your business. So you could put that inside the bottle with talking about the business, or you can talk about, if they take the position, here's what that position is going to give them and pay them, and you can personalize it, like, dear Karen, I'm Cathy with Ice Fit Studio, and about such and such years ago, I sent you such and such days ago, I sent you an offer in a bank deposit bag, but I never heard back from you. So like lost, this is you're out to sea, you're lost. So you get the point behind that. So if you sent them and you never heard from them, then that is your second letter. See, this is your 3 sequence. Isn't this fun, y'all? Wouldn't you open this? See, you want to stand out. You don't want to blend in. And then the trash can letter, which is so cool. At the top of it, it says, warning. In case you've been throwing my letters into the trash, I wanted to do it for you this time. Now, that should make you laugh. And humor is one of the things that you definitely want to utilize in business. You want to have fun. I send out, like through Bible Business Academy, I'm always sending out these little corny jokes. I think they're funny, right? So that, like, just lighten up. Life is meant to, be fun. So if you like humor and you like to laugh, then make other people laugh as well. Throwing this final letter away will be harmful to your success. So wouldn't you pay attention? You know, you already got those other things in the mail. Now you're getting this, and you're like, what? Like, who is this company? Who are these people? I need to talk to them. And this one just says, Dear Karen, take a good look at your business and see what's really going on. Or take a good look at your life and see what's really going on. Are you working too hard and not getting the results you want? Are you sure that you're really competitive? Can you be confident your current, whatever the product or so, your current source of income, your current business, whatever it is as good as it can be? Now, if you got all three of those in the mail within a 7 to 10 day period, wouldn't you eventually respond? Wouldn't your curiosity get the best of you and you're like, man, I need to know more about this company. I need to know what this is about. So these are the things that you sent out to them, guys. And again, I'll say this to you, although that was a fun one and you send it out there and you think everybody's going to respond, guess what? Everybody's not going to respond. Some people will, but enough will, because the numbers show that they will, so that you will have success. Anticipate the challenges that you will face when you build your dream team. Don't think just because you turned your life over to God and you're putting him first that everything is always going to be perfect. It's not the case. In Proverbs 27:12, it says, a sensible man looks for the problems ahead and prepares to meet them. This is why we literally know most of the problems that you're going to face, but we also have you keep a journal of any that you come up against that maybe you don't have the answers to. So part of you building your business, you're going to have a frequently challenge problem sheet with all the answers on there. So it's a system. So when you bring new people in, they automatically already know, okay, if I have this challenge, this is what I need to do. So the more you can duplicate, the more you can have systems in place, the quicker you can win in business and make things happen. So do we have any questions, y'all? Are there any questions? If you have those, go ahead and drop those in the comments. I'm going to flip over in a second and I'll be able to see it. So what you want to do, if you want help building your dream team, if this made sense to you and like, man, I really like some of those ideas. Now, this is only a few of the ones that we have. We have a whole bunch of them, but I wanted to share a few, like the three, about 47 different marketing strategies that we can use. Let us show you how. If you want our help, just text team to 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ. That's text team to 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ. And we also have a gift awaiting for you. You can see the boxes behind me. We send this out to the people who work with us, the people who become customers with us. And we also have little fun things that we send out to people, like I just showed you in the 3D thing, in order for them to think about working with us or buying from us. So we want to keep it fun and exciting, and we always want to stand out and not blend in the crowd. So for more information, just call us at 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ, email me at info@CathyMcReynolds.com, or you can go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com, BibleBusinessAcademy.com, where you can get all of your questions answered. So I'm going to flip back over here, see if there's any questions. If there are any questions, go ahead and let me know what those are now. If you're catching this during the replay, you could be sure to go ahead and put those questions in the comment section, because it dings me when we have a comment, and I'll make sure that I answer if you're catching it during the replay. Or you can always go back to go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com, or send us an email or call us at 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ. Hope this brought you guys value tonight. I appreciate y'all. You have a wonderful and blessed day, and let us know what we can do and how we can help you to grow your business.